Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a connections game. 16 clues, and we have to divide them into 4 connected groups of 4. Let's start in Rome. Iconic Roman landmarks, there we go. Now everything else, and a lot of the ones that I've already done, there's just loads of 2-word phrases here. That does tend to make it easier, because there's fewer things they can mean. It started off that way. Hopefully it will continue. These are all places you play sport. That's a red herring. It's not even one away. Oh no. I was hoist on my own petard. I said it would be easy because they're all 2-word phrases, but they're not. Okay, what are we going to do instead then? How is a supermarket going to connect to anything else? I mean, it really feels like it should have been those 4 that I just did. I'm so confused now. They start with sports. They're places you play sport. It wasn't even one away, but there's so many things that link them. So what are we going to do instead then? Um, huh. I don't know. Do we need to look at the first words or the second words of these 2-word phrases? We've got sort of names of people, but I don't think we've got 4 of them. There's Lincoln and Jacob. Barclay is probably a person as well. But I don't know what the 4th one would be. I definitely regret saying it will be easy because they're all 2-word phrases. Oh dear. Alphabet blocks. I mean, it's a children's toy. I don't know what Lincoln Logs are, which is a problem. Let's try it. Yeah, classic wooden toys. Okay, so I'm now even more convinced that it's these 4, but clearly it isn't. We did try these, didn't we? I didn't mess it up. Yeah, already guessed, and it wasn't even one away, so that means we know it's exactly 2 of those and exactly 2 of the others. Um, I've got no idea what links anything. A way, an alley, a court, and a centre? Maybe? That seems unlikely. But what other option is there? A pool, a boat, a rink. I mean, those are all sort of water related. But a supermarket isn't. So even if it is these 4 for the reason that I just said, I don't see how the other 4 will link. Swimming, fishing, hockey. I mean, maybe it's going to be these 3, because these don't start with a sport. That would... No, but it can't be these 3, because then we would have been one away when we went for the 4 sports earlier. Oh, I don't know. Let's just try these. Way, centre, alley, court. They're all sort of street names? That's not even one away. I feel like I've come up with several plausible possibilities so far, and none of them has been remotely close, which is a little bit annoying. Because usually there is a definitive right answer. In fact, always there's obviously a definitive right answer, but today I feel like I found some potential alternatives that aren't completely crazy. I really don't know what's going on. If it's tennis and bowling, then it has to be fishing and supermarket. Just because that's the only way it would work, given that we weren't one away either of the previous guesses. But there's just so many other options. I didn't really like the look of that. If it's tennis and Barclays Centre, then it's going to be 1 out of swimming and hockey and 1 out of fishing and supermarket. Because it has to be 2 from the top row and 2 from the bottom row. That's why we weren't one away just now. What are the other options? I mean, similarly, if it's tennis court and freeway, it's also swimming or hockey and fishing or supermarket. I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, I just have no idea what's going on. I guess we're going to have to guess. That's also not one away. That's kind of not a huge surprise. Hmm. Do I think tennis is going to go with Barclays or Freeway then? I really don't know. What does a tennis court have? Well, a bowling alley has lanes. Oh, they have lanes, don't they? That is the connection. And then who knows what on earth links these for? They have nets. I don't know what the Barclays Centre is. A fishing boat, sure, it has nets. You have a net across the middle of a tennis court. I suppose you have a net at the end, each end of a hockey rink. I mean, I suppose that works. But I'm not really a fan of those last two groups. I feel like there were too many other ways of splitting them into 8. Although I will admit that the way that they did it is probably the cleanest, so I suppose it's fair, but I'm just annoyed I didn't think of it sooner. But the important thing is I did think of it, so somehow we've solved for Basel. That was a tricky one. I definitely regret saying that it's going to be easier because of the 2 word phrases. Oh dear. Anyway, let me know how you got on. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.